While there's no denying the housing crisis continues to bite, new statistics reveal a small glimpse of hope at the end of the Riverina's dark housing tunnel. But the social housing sector continues to feel the pinch.
It's still a hard time to secure a rental, but there are signs the market could be slowly easing. New data from PropTrack revealed new listings have doubled over the past year, with inquiries per listing down 45%. Rent has shown an increase of 5.3%.
It's definitely still a challenging rental market, but I would say it's nowhere near as challenging as it has been for the last sort of 12, 18, 24 months.
Anecdotally, it feels like there's less demand and that there is surplus supply that's able to meet the market at the moment.
But for our affordable rentals, there's still a challenging time ahead.
Basically, that affordable variation of the housing's getting tight and tighter.
What you do find is it's the lower priced rental stock that tends to see the largest escalation. So we have seen a thinning out of that stock at the lower end of the market.
We're putting more vulnerable people at extra risk, so it's a real concern. Anglicare
says only 8% of rental listings were found to be affordable for households living off income support payments. This drops to only 1% for single-parent households with 2 children.
The reality is, even if there's more housing out there, it's actually not affordable.
New research commissioned by the New South Wales Council of Social Services also found the poverty rate for regional New South Wales is higher than Greater Sydney, with Hay, Temora, Cootamundra and Narrandera among the most impacted. Lena Zuccarelli, 7 News.
An elderly Wagga woman who fought and won a long battle to keep the Wagga Base Hospital name has recounted the moment she was saved from an aggressive attack by a pair of teenage girls.
Returning home from a medical appointment in Sydney, the incident has left Catherine Pearce shaken and appalled at what unfolded in her hometown.
Cold, weary and on the final leg of a 5-hour journey home from Sydney to Wagga at 3 o'clock in the morning, 78-year-old Catherine Pearce came within inches of a terrifying attack.
It was petrifying.
While walking from the train station to the taxi rank, she knew something wasn't right.
2 girls swearing their heads off came at me.
But by what she calls a miracle, 3 Good Samaritan men got to her first.
They formed a circle around me, stood right around me in a tight circle, just about standing on my toes.
Those guardian angels waited with Ms Pearce until a taxi arrived to take her home.
I can't thank those 3 fellas enough, can't thank them enough for what they did.
The attempted attack has left the local hero fearing for the future of what was once a quaint rural city.
You see things like that in Sydney, but not Wagga.
Ms Pearce is now calling on better lighting or even a permanent security guard to be based here at the taxi rank to make sure no one else has to go through what she did.
I wasn't scared of them, I was disgusted with them.
It seems the fighting spirit is in Miss Pearce's nature. It's not the first time she stood up for what she believed was right. After the city's hospital was renamed the Wagga Wagga Rural Referral Hospital in 2015, the unstoppable septuagenarian launched a campaign to change it back to the base hospital label seen today, successfully achieving her mission in 2018.
When I start something, I don't give up. You know what I mean? I want something done about it.
Jessica McLaughlin, 7 News.
Good evening. Members of the Gundagai 7th Light Horse Troop are packing their bags and getting ready to head off to South Africa.
The group is leaving on Wednesday for an anti-poaching operation, and it's all to help endangered wildlife.
It's a far away from his home and horses in Jugiong. Ex-police member Wes Lesberg will be departing for Johannesburg on Wednesday with fellow members of the 7th Light Horse Gundagai Troop. They will be conducting training for mounted rangers at Care for Wild Sanctuary, which helps protect rhinos from poachers.
These guys have all done their basic rangers courses, but now they're going to specialise, and that's what we're going to help them with the horses.
It's been a wait since plans first kicked off in 2019 and then delayed due to COVID border closures. The 7th Light Horse Gundagai Troop was recruited by James Cole, who runs a training program after he was impressed with their skills.
He was watching us with our horses in that we were doing up there actual battle reenactments. So we had 50-odd rifles shooting around us and cannon firing. And so obviously that all plays into what needs to happen in an anti-poaching scene.
The Light Horse Troop will spend 3 months teaching a group of rangers who have never ridden horses before to be able to conduct mounted anti-poaching patrols.
Learning how to ride, then we'll teach them how to train their horses, how to work with their horses and then take care of them, not only on the horse lines at camp, but once they're out in the field.
With training the focus of the troop also know their work will help save an animal in need.
We're just really looking forward to getting out there and doing our bit to help save an endangered animal.
Lena Zuccarelli, 7 News.
Good evening. The state government has announced a game changer for regional health following a major announcement in Narrandera today. It's a position MPs across the Riverina have fought hard for, but there's still a way to go.
The delivery of a key election commitment, putting regional health at the forefront of the government agenda.
I want someone to be at the heart of decision making within New South Wales Health who'll have an eye and a lens for what is happening in rural, regional and remote New South Wales.
That person has today been announced as Luke Sloan, the new Deputy Secretary for Regional Health, the role created in line with recommendations from a rural health inquiry.
Extremely focused on rural, regional and remote areas and continue that engagement well into the future as we deliver on the plan across the next 10 years and also deliver on the implementation of the recommendations.
He's been welcomed by local pollies who have previously been at odds over the structure of the Health Ministry.
He's well versed in many of the issues and I look forward to working with him.
I think that elevates the importance of regional health and frankly I think we're a step closer to a regional health department, which is what I think we need in the long run.
A move the Minister today made clear is unlikely.
That's a stupid idea. That's why, and it doesn't make sense. What we need is health and regional health combined and a decision making at the heart of New South Wales Health.
But it's something the former physician has committed to lobbying for.
I think we've got the mechanisms there to keep people accountable and I intend to use them.
His Murray counterpart also set to pursue regional issues with the new executive.
I'm asking him for us to break away from Murrumbidgee Local Health District because the current health district is about the size of England.
Yet to make any formal commitments, Mr Sloan says he will engage with the health professionals across the region first.
And then bringing that back to that executive discussion for those communities and for all of the people involved in healthcare delivery.
Emily Francis, 7 News.